policies to the required groups. And in MS
Yeah,
Defender, I'm doing patching, risky assets, seeing the risky assets and patching the devices.
you have idea about Microsoft Intune in device
Yeah,
enrollment part?
yeah, device enrollment autopilot. I can do autopilot like from scratch. I can build the, you know, web from the build the portal from the scratch, like profile building, deploying the devices into Intune.
Great. How much you compatible with Intra Admin Center?
Enter admin center,
Intra Connect, Intra Join,
interconnect, just like checking the users from where did they log in, the login users,
the log
verifying
status.
the log status and from which group they are in, and checking the past, logging activities.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much. Last question. Do you have idea about on-premises ADDS, how we can manage the Active Directory services
Yeah, I do have. Yeah.
using Server 2019 or 2022?
2019.
2019, Active Directory, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Next, Preeti Reddy.
Yeah, hi, good evening.
Hi,
So
good evening.
I have like 2 years of experience in this Microsoft 365 domain, and mostly my job role involves troubleshooting of all the apps which are part of Microsoft 365. And if coming to the admin part, I have experience of assigning license and DL, SMB, and all the exchange related stuffs. And in terms of Entra, I have experience of creating conditional policies like applying MFA.
Great.
Uh,
MS
so
Intra ID, right. Any chance to synchronize your users from on-premises AD to Microsoft Intra ID with the help of interconnect tool?
uh, yeah, there is one app, sync something.
AD connection, AD
Yeah,
Connect,
yeah,
Microsoft
yeah.
Interconnect.
Yes, yes. So I have like not that much experience into that part, but I do have like minimum experience. I have worked on that Entra and syncing with the on-premises Active Directory.
Great, great. Thank you so much. Next, Rashmi.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi. Good evening,
Hi.
everyone. I have a experience in on-prem AD and Entra ID. On-prem AD in the sense DHS, DNS, user creations, group policy, OU organization unit, everything. And Entra ID, PIM, MFA, and lessons. So, and little bit I have learned from your system engineer YouTube videos, AD Connect, PHS, PSA, password through authentication and all,
Yeah.
everything.
PTP,
Yeah,
password has, password right back. Great.
yes,
Thank you so
yes.
much. Any chance to work over a 365 portal, admin center, intra admin center, or exchange admin portal?
See, I have given access to that admin access to everyone, like through like SharePoint, Share Drive, all these things. I have worked on that.
Great. Cool. Fine. So thank you so much. Like few more working professionals going to join the same class, but by next week, some of are out of station. So that's why we decided to just understand about the roadmap. We are going to start from the very basic, from scratch, that you can easily understand about the importance of IAM. The topics that we are going to cover in this entire course are really helpful, and most of the topics, up to 75% topics, are directly associated with authentication, authorization, policies, and we are going to use multiple types of method that will help us to enhance the security for any application authentication. The prerequisites, right? The prerequisites to understand everything related to the IAM services are enough. You guys are aware about 365 portal. You have a much idea about on-premises Active Directory domain services, like you know about how to create user, delete user, configure group policy using on-premises. And best part, you are aware about Microsoft Intra Admin Center. Earlier, it was Azure Active Directory, but nowadays we can consider this is active Microsoft Intra Admin Center. Agenda of IAM are the contents of SC-300 are associated with authorization and authentication, not only to manage the services related to Microsoft 365 portal or Microsoft Intune services. No, IAM will help a lot to protect our resources that you establish over a Azure portal as well. Whatever resources that you establish over the Azure portal, you are easily able to manage and control the resources by using the features of our SC-300 content. I'm sharing my screen and guide you about the agenda, what are the points we are going to cover in this entire class, and how we can start our journey to become an IAM administrator, because the course is directly associated with the identity and access administrator associate. Means you guys are responsible to handle the all activities related to the security using SaaS services, software as a services. Start from the content, the modules that we are going to discuss. SC-300 is exam code. You can find the all topics directly with the help of Microsoft site. This is the learning portal of Microsoft. And here we can see the multiple type of modules that we need to learn to complete the content. Module 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 different modules, and we are going to wrap up all the topics related to the 5 different modules in 25 hours. Additionally, it will take time more than 30 hours because we are going to perform all the tasks practically using Azure portal. We will start our journey with Microsoft identity in Microsoft Intra ID. Yes, we are talking about the Azure Active Directory portal. Implement an identity management solution using Microsoft Intra Admin Center. Implement an authentication and access management for solution. Implement access management for application, and plan and implement an identity governance strategy. So these all are the topics. And if we talk about the subtopics, you just need to open the page and it will give us information about the subtopics. We will talk about zero trust identity, go through the options which are available on Microsoft 365 portal, how we can manage the services related to the compliance policy and conditional access policy, Microsoft intra business to business, B2B activity and B2C activity, difference between on-premises AD to Microsoft Intra Admin Center, how we can connect both portal to each other. There are lots of tasks, there are lots of activities that we need to perform with the help of Microsoft Intra Admin Center. Same as it is with next point. In case of next module, it is correlated to manage your services for the entire company. Start with the configure company brand. The meaning of company brand, you are able to see the icon, right? This is the icon because I logged in my account with the help of my own user ID and password, the Microsoft ID, and I configured this particular icon or company logo from the company branding. With the help of company branding, you are able to manage lots of services. Like you are working with XYZ company. Whenever you try to access your account, you're able to see the login page is different and you're able to see the logo of your organization where you are working. And also you can manage the background image. You can manage the taskbar and the, the, the icons which are available on the page, like support at teachmecloud.net. You're able to see the background color because I changed it from portal. I changed it from the backend, and you can manage it as per your company requirement. So these all options you will learn in case of company branding. Configure and manage Microsoft Intra roles. When we talk about the roles, it means that you need to configure RBAC service, role based access control. Number of users we can easily configure over a Microsoft Intra Admin Center, and you can assign the role to each and every user account. These all are the points, and we will discuss about the each and every topics as per the content provided by Microsoft. But you should start from the very basic. So let me tell you about the base and importance of IAM service. IAM SC-300 weekend batch. Day one, where we are going to talk about the roadmap, training roadmap, introduction, and think about the use cases of Microsoft identity and access management. You guys are fully authorized to ask question. Raise your hand if you have any question that I can complete my topic, my point, and give you chance to ask directly. This is the benefit of our live class, right? Whatever questions that you have you in your mind, like you think about, I'm not able to understand, I'm not able to relate it with the real day-to-day activity, then you can ask. Second, I'm requesting to each and every participants, I know you guys are working professional, you have a much experience in IT, but do one thing, make your own notebook, write down the all information that we are going to discuss. I understand I'm going to share the recording of each and every classes, and you will be easily able to access the recording of every session. But you also need to make your own notebook where where you need to type or write only the information that required that help you to crack the interview and also certification, because we don't have enough time to go through the all entire 25 hours of recording or entire 2 hours of recording, right? So if any interview schedule for on next day or on next week, so you should utilize the document that you have, like your PDF files, your recordings, and the notes that you are going to make. Every class you need to write down something that will helpful for to clear the concept of SC-300. I hope everyone okay. You can also like as give response by using the emojis like thumbs up. You if you are able to understand, you just need to um, help me to like everything is okay and you are able to understand all the things. Cool. So this is introduction. In case of introduction, what are the points are really important for every IT professionals who want to secure the environment or infrastructure over a cloud, no matter the services that established by organization or customer over a Microsoft Azure portal, services are running over a Intune portal, services that you are going to use for your Azure virtual desktop, or you are going to take care of the services related to Microsoft 365. IAM engineer is responsible to take care of all the platform and all the types of department. How? Try to understand. This is our Microsoft Azure portal. Let's take an example. This is Azure portal, and another is M365 portal. Another is M365 portal, and you are able to manage the features of MS Intune. And all are the cloud platform, and the best part, all portal managed by Microsoft. Definitely honor is Microsoft who responsible to take care of the all portals. Now come to the point. What are the point what are the things that we are going to discuss to control the feature of these portals, basically managed by MS Intra Admin Center, which is MS Intra ID. Up to 80% works that we are going to implement in our SC-300 course, up to 80% tasks we will perform with the help of Intra Admin Center. As well as we are going to involve our local domain controller, the ADDS machine that you established on Windows Server 2019 or 2022 or maybe 2025. Whatever types of server that you establish on premises, we will use the objects and containers of on-premises AD, and same objects and containers will be applicable to manage and control the whole resources. Let me give you one real example. Let's take an example. We created few users on premises. This is our telnet user. We created a Clark user. We are going to set up Tony user. These Active Directory users we establish on premises, not on cloud. Our responsibility to bring these users to Microsoft Intra Admin Center as it is with the name, with first name, last name, password. We are going to bring these users from on premises to cloud, to Microsoft Intra Admin Center. Microsoft Intra Admin portal contain n number of features, and with the help of these features, we are easily able to manage the services. Using Telnet user, using Clark user, using Tony user, we are easily able to manage the resources of Azure. Using same user account, we can manage the features or services of Microsoft 365 portal. And by using the same user account, Telnet, we will control and enroll the on-premises devices over a Microsoft Intune portal. All three portals are responsible to perform the specific task. Azure is core IaaS, SaaS, and PaaS. This is combination of all the pillars of cloud computing: infrastructure as a services, software as a services, and platform as a services. But if we talk about M365 is a core software as a services only. We cannot purchase virtual machine. We cannot set up our VPN over a 365 admin center. And this is combination of both infrastructure as a services plus software as a services. Why we are talking about the infrastructure as a services? Because we are easily able to bring our devices, the on-premises laptop and desktop, we are easily able to bring and connect with Microsoft Intune portal. And once you connect your on-premises device, you are easily able to control their hardware. You can set the policy for USB. You can configure the policy for your the storage, the hard disk, the partition that you configure. You can encrypt the drive with the help of BitLocker. That's why we can consider it as a infrastructure as a services. Think about, make a structure in your mind. Okay, every organizations are using Azure portal to take the backup of on-premises resources. Most of the organizations, 99% company is going to set up their mailing services using Microsoft 365 portal. As per the current situation of IT industry, every organization try to protect their resources with the help of MDM and MAM portal. I'm talking about the Intune. So you will be the owner. You will be the the kind of leader who is responsible to provide and consult about the security breach. You must need you are evaluator who evaluate the strength of security on Azure portal, 365 portal, and Intune portal. Think about. So your responsibility is totally different from the another 365 engineers and Azure engineers and Intune engineers. Abhiga is okay. Are you able to understand what we are trying to learn
Yes.
and the importance of IEM engineer or SC300 certified engineers? Abhi, good?
Yes. I
Yes.
just have one doubt.
Please.
Yeah, is it like vice versa if any user you are creating in the cloud, like in the
Mhm,
Entra ID, will it
mhm.
sync to the ADDS?
No, one-way
Okay.
synchronization.
Okay.
But just wanted to add one more point, which is valid question, because we are not able to bring the users from cloud to on-premises, but we have an option to reset the user's password from cloud to on-premises. From
Yeah.
intra-admin center to on-premises, password reset option is available. But syncing of
Okay.
user is only one way. Syncing of password applicable for both way. Any
Noted.
question, please? Is that clear? I'll
Got it.
show you the all
Yeah.
steps because I already established um, all the prerequisite. I established my on-premises. This is my Windows machine with high configuration, 32 GB of RAM, Core i7 processor, 15th generation, 1 TB, sorry, 512 SSD, 1 TB hard drive. So we will create multiple virtual machines using VMware workstations, although I have already created, but we will utilize this hardware to set up our own virtual machines and multiple client computers that I can show you just like as a real-time infrastructure, how real environment can perform the task step by step, one by one, right? So few working professionals are away. They're no, like they are not available for today's session. So that's why we will wrap up our session in 1 hour. But from next week, from Saturday, onwards, we are going to start properly with the as per the content of Microsoft SC-300. I hope you guys are able to understand because two working professionals going to join from next weekend. Are we okay about the this particular diagram, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, fine. Uh, Kailash, can you hear me? Class, are you there?
Yeah, yeah, I'm there. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Any question, Kailash?
Is SC300 course teach us also about cybersecurity features like
Not cybersecurity. This is a cloud security.
okay.
Cybersecurity is correlated to the on-premises, where we can discuss about the on-premises resources like firewall and different types of tools that we can use. Cloud cybersecurity is a separate part. We are going to start our journey with SC-300. This is also a type of security engineer that will make you SOC engineer. Definitely after completion, and if you go through the all topics and able to perform the all practical by on, you can present yourself that you are easily able to manage the profile of SOC. So
Okay.
fine. So now we are able to see that, and let's try to understand the utilization of our um, IAM services. Means as per the topics, as per the content. IAM engineer, an IAM engineer, what types of tasks are able to perform properly? Okay. So let's proceed and try to understand. We will start our journey with very first step, identification of MS Intra Admin Center. Or you can also say that MS Intra Portal. So MS Intra Portal is applicable for Azure Portal. MS Intra Portal is applicable for Microsoft 365 Portal as well. You guys are properly aware about it, right? So let me show you. I'm going to show you in both the terms because we should know about the use cases of our IAM services with the help of Azure. I'm trying to access Azure portal. This is my Azure account. And with the help of this particular page, with the help of Azure portal, we are easily able to manage, right? We are easily able to manage the multiple resources. This is the panel. This is the Azure portal. You can manage virtual machine, networking, about the storage, and number of tasks that you are easily able to perform with the help of this particular page. You are able to see one option is Microsoft Intra ID. This is the panel of Microsoft Intra ID. Lots of informations are available on this particular page. And meanwhile, let me open one more wizard and try to access Office 365 portal with the help of root account, because the account that I'm currently using, which is not associated with 365, so that's why I need to log in Office 365 portal with the help of another type of admin account. number of users that I have already created using my Microsoft 365 Admin Center, but let me access the Azure portal of Microsoft 365, means the intra-admin center that allow us to manage hybrid environment for Microsoft 365 services and Intune services. So, okay, cool. And let me also open Microsoft Intune portal because IAM engineer is responsible to take care of the security of all the cloud platforms basically managed by the Microsoft, the designed by Microsoft. Start with the Azure portal, and this is dedicated Azure Active Directory page or Microsoft Intra Admin Center, which is responsible to take care the features of Microsoft Intra Admin Center. All the features are responsible to take care the resources and services and also users authentication of our Azure portal. You are going to create your virtual machine. You want to control your virtual machine with the help of Azure Active Directory user, and you want to apply the specific policy. You can do that. Next, over a Microsoft Intra Admin Center or Azure Active Directory, you are able to see multiple options are available. Default directory, tenant ID, primary domain name, about the license, users, number of groups, number of application, number of devices that connected with this particular intra ID. And apart from this, you can also manage multiple additional services like identity protection. In as for the current market situation, if you talk about the security related activity, so basically the security part is divided into two different parts: on-premises resource security, cloud resource security. We are able to set up our large server or high configuration based server over a portal of Azure, over a portal of AWS and Google Cloud. But what about security? What are the services that come into the picture that allow us to protect the all resources that you established over a portal? So IAM engineer is responsible to identify which service will help a lot to protect the resource that we implemented over Azure portal. IAM engineer is responsible to protect the mailing activity because you should also need to know about the part of Microsoft Defender. So Defender service can allow us to configure, manage services related to the emails and Intune. You can find users, multiple users options are available under the users, and number of options are available, and the work of each and every options are totally different. We have a group, we have a roles, we are able to see the option of administrative unit. You can find the enterprise application, one of really important practical for every IAM engineers, about the devices, how we can enroll the devices over Intune portal, custom security attributes you can manage, and the part of company branding. So these all are the options are available over intra admin center, and we are responsible to take care of the whole features of our Microsoft intra admin center. Same as it is over intra admin center of Azure Microsoft 365. It look like same. Your company name, your tenant, your default domain name, primary domain name, number of user, number of group, number of devices, all the informations are available on this particular page. Any question? Are you guys able to understand what we are going to learn? Because this is the base. If your concept is clear, then definitely you are easily able to implement the resources and services with high level of security. Are we good?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
Next.
okay. So
Yeah.
let's say people are maintaining on-prem AD and they're creating users, and it will sync to Microsoft 365, and they will assign a license, right? So let's say if they don't want any on-prem, if a company is starting new, so they can directly create users in Azure portal and assign
Yep.
license in 365, or they need to create VMs and domain controller by taking VMs and sync that.
One identity manager is required for every organization, right?
Okay.
If company already decided I don't want to go with on-premises ADDS, then we
Okay.
have another method. Then we have another
Mhm.
option. So identity management using AD service, Active Directory service, right?
Okay.
We have a three different method to control the all resources, right?
Okay.
One is local ADDS service that we need to install on dedicated machine and using server 2019 or server 2022 or 25. Is that correct? This is the totally
Yeah.
on premises. This is fully on premises.
Hmm.
And I'm going to mention this is fully on premises. Number second, you are able to manage and control your identity with the help of Microsoft Intra Admin Center. This is second option. Fine. That allow us to manage the users group and all, and you can consider it as a platform as a services, and this is infrastructure as a services because you are going to take care everything manually. And number third is MS intra domain services. This is separate. Microsoft intra domain services is a type of pre-configured, sorry, setup ADDS, yes, Active Directory Domain Services using Azure Platform as a Services feature. Clear? I want to tell you
Yeah.
about the gap. You guys are properly aware about Microsoft Intra Admin Center will not help us to configure GPU. Can you please
Yeah.
tell me, are we able to configure group policy with the help of Intra Admin Center?
No, we can do it from Intune.
Not sure about group policy, but conditional policy.
Definitely, conditional access policy we can configure.
Yeah.
But we are talking about the group policy. Why we are talking about group policy?
No.
Because the group policy allow us to configure your policy for users and
Users and
computers.
computers.
Computers. Computer means base machine. User means user will able to log in from any computer. Unfortunately, this feature is not available on Microsoft Intra Admin Center. You should discuss with your organization or client and ask them, I need to purchase license for Microsoft Intune to configure the policy related to the GPU. Otherwise, we don't have option to apply. Is that clear?
But we can create on-premise, and we will synchronization, right? We will sync to Entra.
100% we can do that. But here we are trying to understand the requirement of market. As per the requirement, client requested, I don't want to set up my on-premises AD. He already requested, do not configure ADDS on on-premises. So we need to think about them. We need to think about the security. That's why we are trying to understand the gap between these three different methods that we have to provide the identity that help us to provide the security for our on-premises devices. Now clear, please?
I have a small doubt. This MS Entra domain services, is it like something out of M365? Separately, we have to set up.
Yeah. This feature is available on Azure portal.
Okay.
This is Microsoft Intra Domain Services. You can pitch this particular service to those types of client who already decided, I don't want to configure ADDS on on-premises. This is your Azure subscription, and you can create infrastructure for my company without on-premises ADDS. Then as an engineer, we are going to configure ADDS over a portal. All good.
Yeah. Noted.
Next, Microsoft Intra Admin Center will not allow us to configure GPU. Your local domain controller allow us to set up GPU feature available. And your Microsoft intra-domain service can also give us option to configure GPU. I'm not talking about that we are able to configure GPU service. That's why we are going to suggest to our client, please configure intra-domain services. Apart from this intra-domain services, we are able to manage another server-related services. You can manage your DNS, you can manage group policy, you can manage organizational unit, you can configure ADFS, ADCS, lots of services, LDAP services you can manage with the help of this Microsoft intra-domain services. Clear, please?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have a proper practical. I'll show you the implementation process of on-premises AD, Microsoft Intra Admin Center, how we can utilize the feature of Microsoft Intra Domain Service in the real environment. And also we will set up our Microsoft Intra Domain Service that you can like confident about, that you are easily able to handle the large infrastructure without on-premises ADDS services. All good. Okay. Let me help you more to understand about the structure of SC-300 content and the roles and responsibilities of our IAM engineers. Talk about security, right? Talk about security. It's a really important point. This is key point of each and every IT and non-IT organizations. Security, as per the market requirement, you can categorize it in two different parts. One is on-premises devices or resource security. Second, online or cloud resources security. I'm going to relate what are the tasks that we need to perform as an engineer who is responsible to take care of the security of on-premises resources, and what are the points that you need to keep in your mind to manage and protect the resources that implemented by company over a cloud. In on-premises storage, you are responsible to manage security of your storage manually. Networking, right? Local networking, you are responsible to manage ADDS server, any SQL server, any backup server that you configure, you are responsible for that. You need to manage your entire on-premises resources with the help of devices. The devices that you can use for the security are firewall, L3 switches, checkpoint, security tools. Another devices like you can manage gateway, you can manage the feature of internal locks. Multiple devices are available with high level of security. You can use network monitoring tool for packet testing, monitoring tools. Multiple tools are available. These resources, these devices and softwares allow us to protect our whole infrastructure locally. But what are the security that we need to implement over a cloud? The first and really important point, you should know about what are the things that you need to protect. MS Azure services. Not only services, MS Azure resources that you establish. Next, Microsoft 365 mailing services. You are responsible to manage security for all mailing services. We can manage the devices of Intune portal. You should how to protect the devices that you enrolled. Apart from this, you need to take care SharePoint, OneDrive data, and your Teams conversation. How we can manage it? So in this case, you should clear about first authentication. your authentication method must be strong. Second, authorization. Authentication and authorization are both totally different to each other. Next, zero trust policy. You need to manage zero trust policy. Your responsibility, manage all manage all devices using Intune portal. Involve multi-factor authentication. I'm talking about both. You should clear about compliance policy and conditional access policy. Your responsibility to aware about SSO by using all the protocols. You should know about SAML. You should know about Auth 2.0, OIDC. This is our responsibility. We are not going to configure firewall. We are not going to which is a separate, we are not going to configure any kind of resources for the cloud resource security. We will perform all the points with the help of the existing services which are provided by Microsoft Intra Admin Center. So we need to focus from zero in the sense on-premises AD, setup of Active Directory domain services on local domain controller using Server 2019 or 2022, bring the users from on-premises to cloud and apply the policy and permission of conditional access policy, zero trust policy, multi-factor authentication policy with the Microsoft services, multi-factor authentication policy with the help of third-party application like you are aware about. I hope you guys are aware about Duo, Okta, right? So these all are the third-party applications are available in the market that you can use to manage the security for your accounts, security for your resources that you implemented over a portal. Abhi, good, please. Any doubt, any question, any suggestion?
Yeah, so I have one question. So before starting, we have to configure all these things in virtual, right? This MS Intune, I have never used it. Okay, I have never worked on that MS Intune, and I don't have information about that.
No worry. Whenever we perform the task of security related to the Intune portal, I'll guide you. We'll enroll our device over Intune portal and then show you how we can protect that device with the help of IAM services.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question, please? Kailash. Sankidat. I'm good. Preeti. Reddy.
Good, good.
Cool. This is the path. This is the path that we are going to follow. And we will start our session from next week, like Saturday, same time, that you can manage everything properly. I'll upload the recording by tomorrow morning, and you just need to go through the recording, make your note ready. And I'm requesting again, I understand you have a much experience, you are working professionals, but once you while joining this session, take your notepad and pen and write down the important points. That will definitely helpful to understand in case of interview preparation, in case of examination preparation. Cool, everyone. Thank you
Yeah,
so
sure.
much. We are going to connect next week, Saturday, 6 p.m. IST, and discuss about more related to the IAM, identity and access management. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.